Hey everyone, so in this video I want to just update you on the base period 2 data being added to the site. So as you know, we had a 1 year stake for base, and that was period 1. All the perpetual stakes started on the same day, but base being a 1 year stake, that ended first. And I can't believe it, but it's already 23% of the way through the second stake period. So the first stake period happened, we had 7 day kind of rest period where people could come in, claim, remint, or just hold. And now the second stake has started and we're already 23% of the way through. And so all of these numbers are now updated. You can see that the mint price was different for Maxi and all the others. It was 1 hex for 1 token. Base period 2, that ratcheted up based on the backing of the stake. And then the actual backing so far, 1.15, and we're currently around 1.11. So yeah, all these numbers are now updated. But I did want to keep so let me know what you think about this notation, E base 2. I don't want people to get confused and think that it's a different token or a different ticker. It's not. There is just one ERC20, PRC20, which is base. And the only reason I add the 2 there is just to make it explicit that this is the second. All the stats here are related to the second period in the stakes, because it's one token, but that token is perpetually restaking. So there are different stake periods. Each stake period has different stats, and the supply is now different. The underlying stake principle was different even on the Ethereum and Pulse Chain side. Now that Pulse Chain is live, the mint rate, the APY, the T-shares, everything's different from stake period 1 to 2. So yeah, using that notation for now. I did want to also keep the base period 1 stats. So I've added a link. If anyone is interested, you can also bookmark this. But see data on ended stakes, it's just at the bottom of the homepage. If you go through to there, then you arrive on a page like this, and you can see a table for base right now. It's just period 1 for base, E base 1. This is what I mean by the notation, and base 2. Yeah, as other perpetuals end, like Trio, I'll add that here as well. But right now we just have base 1 and base 2. You can see that base 1 is 100% done, of course, and base 2 is 23% of the way through. The T-share price is higher on base 2. The number of tokens you need for 1 T-share is higher based on the mint. So yeah, it's a bit under the backing value, so it's a bit cheaper to get T-shares in terms of number of hex you need. And then the other interesting thing is APY in hex terms is down versus period 1. So yeah, kind of interesting. Ignore the APY in dollars for now. It's just that most of the liquidity is on Pulse Chain, so probably need to figure out what to do with that DEX screener data APY that I'm using right now. But yeah, it's not that high. It's just that the liquidity is so thin and trades are so sparse. So yeah, most of the trading for eBase is happening on Pulse Chain, and there's liquidity on the Fux pool. But yeah, you can go down here and compare like the dates that they launched, when they'll end, and how long they are. So some of the stuff is the same, some of the stuff is different, obviously. The T-shares that they both had. So on the Ethereum side, we had a bit fewer people participate, I think, than on the Pulse Chain side. So 4,500 T-shares. Yeah, Let me know what you think. I think it's really interesting, especially as a case study for the other perpetuals, the fact that base 1 has ended now, looking at the numbers versus base period 2, because, you know, with the T-share rate ratcheting, you're going to experience a loss in T-shares every year. So personally, not financial advice, but personally I'm a bit more on the longer time frame than base, but it is really interesting to track anyway. And if you do hold base, then the numbers are all available here for you now, to see how that's going. Okay, I'll leave it there, and I hope this data is useful for you. Cheers.